Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. Today is our second day at Disney. It's really our first full day at Disney. Today is kind of a relaxing day. We are right now headed to Disney's Wilderness Lodge because we have a breakfast reservation at Whispering Canyon, which I'm very excited for. It's one of our favorite restaurants on property because they have good vegan options and just because I love going to Wilderness Lodge, so it's just an excuse to go there. We like it so much that we actually got reservations for dinner as well. So right now we're headed over there for breakfast, and today we're gonna be spending the day at Animal Kingdom. We didn't end up booking this trip so far in advance that we were able to get fast passes for Flight of Passage, but we are gonna go on Navi River Journey and Everest, and what was our other fast pass for? Oh yeah, the safari. I love the safari. So that's just our rough plan for the day, and it's another cold one. Right now it's like 44 degrees. I think the high is like 54, 64.
It's like 60 something. Right,
60 something, low 60s. So it's definitely gonna warm up a little bit, which I'm looking forward to. But it does feel nice in the sun, so I can't complain. It's also better than sweating so bad that you can't even enjoy yourself. I'm ready for breakfast. Look how pretty. You hungry?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Well, here's where we're going. How much better is coffee when you're cold?
So much better. So much better.
It's insane. They also brought us out some vegan butter and jam for our toast. How awesome is that? And we got some almond milk. Good coffee. How does it look?
Really good.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. We're definitely not going to be hungry for a while. We might not need lunch. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We just finished with breakfast. It was so delicious. One of the things that I love about Disney is that they have so many vegan options that it makes me feel like I'm not vegan. Like, whenever I used to go out for breakfast, I used to always get an omelet with breakfast potatoes and like toast and jam and stuff like that. Now I can do that, but it's all vegan. And that just makes me so happy because it's on the menu. I don't have to modify anything. And they're so knowledgeable. So like we ordered our meals and it wasn't like a vegan frittata. It just said, what was it? It was pepper jack frittata. That's what it was. And so we ordered it and the lady was like, oh, are you vegan? I can bring you out some vegan butter. And I was like, yes, please. It just makes me so happy. I don't know, I love it so much. And now we are at Animal Kingdom. It's a beautiful day. It definitely feels nice in the sun. It's still chilly though. We're about to go on Everest and it started misting and it's super cold. The sky looks so gross. Can you feel your face?
What?
Can you feel your face?
On my nose.
It's absolutely freezing cold and I think we're going to get frostbite on our noses when we're actually on the ride. Putting your hood on to stay warm?
Yeah.
So we made it off of Everest, and it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was still super cold, but we're alive and I can kind of feel my hands. Also, I said earlier today the high was supposed to be 65. The high has now changed to 57. So it's definitely colder than we thought it was gonna be. We're about to go into Pandora and go ride Navi River Journey, but we made a pit stop and got some popcorn. It's so cute. It's in a little Simba drum, and it's adorable. I love the Lion King. We're gonna go head over to Pandora. This is one of our favorite restaurants ever. How good is Tiffin's?
It's really good. It's my favorite. It might be my favorite on property.
They have this thing, it's called Impossible Bunny Chow. It's like a Hawaiian roll with like almost like a sloppy joe in it, made of Impossible. And it is so freaking good. And for a kid's meal, like it's actually super filling. So Tiffin's is an expensive restaurant, but it's a little bit more affordable if you eat off the kids menu. I can barely talk because I'm so cold. My hands are freezing cold. Stop eating the popcorn.
Miss out.
That was nice and enjoyable. We warmed up for the briefest of moments while we were on the ride. And now we're going to go see if we can find some gorillas, because we have a theory that if the gorillas are in hiding because it's too cold, then there'll be no point in going on the safari because all the other animals will be not out and about. We won't be able to see any of the animals. So, if there are gorillas, we're gonna go on the safari like we have planned. If not, we might be going elsewhere. We haven't decided yet. Sometime in the past year, we saw they had a baby gorilla here. So, I really hope that now the gorilla is a toddler because that would be really cute. Last time it was like newly born, and the only thing it did was lay on its mom's chest. Yes, it was so cute. It was adorable. Do I look like I want to be run over?
Yes.
Oh.
I thought you said, can you run me over real quick?
Please run me over. That's my favorite hobby. Actually, the only reason I come to Disney. Yeah, this is where we saw the baby.
Well, that's an example of what it would look like.
We hope that there are animals that we can see, but we didn't see any gorillas. The lady said that it was too cold for them, so they were all inside. So we'll see what we can see. We did get to see the zebras, and all I really want to see is a lion. I think that they heat the rocks, so we might be able to see a lion. But I could be confusing it with the fact that they might cool the rocks, so I don't know. My goal is to see a lion.
We got the special seat. It's just the two of us.
On our left-hand side, we have some light tan antelope over there that has some white stripes. Those are called greater kudu. Those have the ability to run really fast, make jumps of 6 to 8 feet straight up in the air, and they, as you can see, they blend in pretty well with their surroundings.
They're so cute.
They usually try to stay in the water most of the day because it helps regulate their body temperature. When it's hot outside, it keeps them cooler.
Yeah.
And when it's cool outside, it keeps them out of the wind so they stay a little bit warmer. Over here on our left-hand side, you'll see one of our Nile crocodiles. They average about 16 feet in length. There's some in the water down there too. They weigh up to about 500 pounds, and some of them can grow as long as 20 feet long. And if you look as we cross this bridge, you'll see one of the larger ones down here real close to us on the left-hand side. These are African wild dogs. These aren't canine dogs like we're used to. These are hunters. They hunt in a pack or a group. They run their prey down until their prey is exhausted, and then they get them. They have a high-pitched squeal. This particular species of giraffe is called Maasai. They saw that green truck back there, and they know that truck has food. That's where they're all going. Find some of the female elephants. Now, they like to be in a got a baby playing with his mom over there, and they're hoping to increase the population by about 50% within the next 20 years in the wild.
So I think we last saw you guys when we were getting off of the safari, and we thought that we weren't going to see any animals because the gorillas were like in their enclosures rather than out in the habitat. But we actually saw a lot of animals. I feel like that's the first time I've seen the African dogs up and walking around. We saw a lot of giraffes, and that was awesome. Once we got off the safari, we realized that we were freezing cold. So we went to the Nomad Lounge, which is right outside of Tiffin's, and we had a couple drinks. We just needed to warm up, really. We were thirsty and we needed to warm up. Like, we couldn't move our hands because it was that cold. So now, as you can see, I can move my hands and I feel a lot better. Then we were, what were we doing? We were like looking on Instagram. I don't know. We realized that we thought that tomorrow Hollywood Studios was opening at 8 in the morning. Turns out it's opening at 7 in the morning, which means we need to be there at 6 in the morning so that we can have a better chance of getting a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance. So we then decided to change our dinner from like 7:30 to 6 o'clock because we realized if we're gonna be waking up early enough to get to Hollywood Studios at 6 in the morning, we probably should go to bed a little sooner than we were planning on. So it is currently 5:22. We are on our way to Wilderness Lodge and we are going to go to dinner. Is it weird that we're going to dinner and breakfast at the same place? No, thanks for asking. But really, this is one of our favorite places to eat. And so the fact that we're like staying on property and we can eat there for breakfast and for dinner is kind of exciting. So that's where we're heading right now. I don't know if it's obvious, but I've been filming on my phone and on the camera today. I feel like any shots that involve me, I've been using the camera, but anything that's just kind of like what I'm seeing, I've been using my phone because it's so much easier to just pull out your phone. It's a lot harder to pull out the camera, and I feel like the camera that's facing away from you on your phone is a lot better than the selfie camera, but I feel like it's not too different between that and the camera, so hopefully we can actually see a difference in this video, what's filmed like on the phone and what's filmed on the camera. I'm rambling. Anyway, moral of the story, we're headed to dinner. This is probably gonna be just like a very calm, short day because we have to go to bed at like 9 or 10 o'clock so that we can wake up early so that we can hopefully get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. We're on our way to dinner right now, and we'll show you guys what our dinner looks like. I can't wait. It's been like probably like 8 months since we've been there last. Almost.
We went there for breakfast.
What? Okay. Really? It's been a while since we've had dinner there, and it's one of our favorite places. I love barbecue, and it's all you can eat vegan barbecue type stuff. So I'm very excited. So we will show you guys what our dinner looks like when we get there. Can you explain what we have?
Butter.
Yes.
With cornbread.
That's a lot of cornbread. Oh my gosh.
Barbecue sauce. I guess that's for when we get our meal and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And then last time we were here, they had salad. It was like just like spinach and something. Like
I feel like there was
raspberry vinaigrette.
apples on it.
Yeah, it was like a sweet salad. It was good. Really good. And coleslaw.
Coleslaw! I'm so excited. You ready to eat? Let's eat. Also, I have the special of the bar tonight, which is Blackberry Moonshine Lemonade. And how good was the Blackberry? The Blackberry was good?
Marissa doesn't like blackberries.
Okay, I only don't like them when the seeds are too big. This one was good, and the drink is delicious. So, bon appetit. Is this cornbread the best cornbread? It's so good. There's so much of it too. And this is what we're sharing. We're a little sad that there isn't any sausage because there was previously, but it still looks super tasty. The entire day, Josh just kept saying that he wanted to come home and play with his lightsaber.
No, I just wanted to look at it.
He, as soon as we got back in the room, before the lights were even all on, he didn't even take off his shoes. He pulled it out of the little carrying case, turned it on, and started going like this with it. Like he was fighting. So we just got back from dinner. We had a little bit of a roadblock. As we were paying for dinner, Josh pulled out his wallet and was like, my credit card's not in here. And what he was really looking for was our Tables in Wonderland card so that we could get 20% off our meal. Well, long story short, it may or may not have gotten left at the Nomad Lounge where we had a couple drinks before we went to dinner. So after we got done at dinner, I paid, by the way. We drove back to Animal Kingdom. It was 10 minutes before the park closed and they let us in, thank goodness. And we walked up to the guest services counter and we were like, hey, we are back for a lost item. And they were like, oh, what is it? We were like, oh, it's a credit card. They're like, describe it. And Josh like described his card and like that it was where we left it and what was with it, which was our Tables in Wonderland card. And the guy goes, well, let me go see if I can find it. And like 15 seconds later, he comes back and he goes, is this it? And we were like, yes, oh my gosh, made us so happy. And then he looked at my sweatshirt and was like, is that by any chance a University of Florida sweatshirt? And I was like, yes. And he goes, well, if you guys want this back, you're gonna have to say go Knowles. And Josh just goes, I think I'm gonna get a new card. So we got the card back and now it's time for us to go to sleep and, well, take showers and then go to sleep. So we thought that the park was opening at 8 o'clock tomorrow because that's what it said all week. And for the past like month, whenever we've checked. We just checked a couple hours ago and they changed it to 7 o'clock in the morning, which means we need to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning if we want to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance. So we have to take showers and go to bed like now. I don't know what all we're going to get footage of tomorrow because it's going to be a very long day. And our plan tentatively is to hopefully ride Rise of the Resistance and then try to drink around the world, which we've never done and we don't know if we're up to. So, we don't know if we can do it. We're both kind of lightweights.
Yeah, you're a little sauced right now.
I'm not a little sauced. So that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!